Hey, it's Manny, and right now, right here, I'm going to go over for you how to create high value freebies, really for anything, but specifically for using in your Facebook group to drive engagement, to find leads, to do market research, and to start conversations with clients. So now that I have said that, let's drill down into that a little bit more. So you understand the importance of the free lead magnet, the freebies, the hand raisers. I call them all of these things inside my services, which if you're seeing this, it's probably because you're a client. And so the biggest things that people struggle with when it comes to how to make freebies are, of course, like everything else, they don't take action because they're unclear on what they should be doing. That's number one. Number two, and I really can't stress this one enough, is trying to reinvent the wheel. Please don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to reinvent the wheel with how you offer the freebies, which again should be the shortest, most concise offer post possible, along the lines of, I just created or found or dusted off free training on blank. Who wants it? Like, keep it that simple. Don't overcomplicate it, because among other things, it'll cause you to get seized up and not take action because you're not sure what to do. So keep it simple. If anything, instead of overthinking, underthink. In the beginning, especially if you're unsure, just do what is suggested, because that really is the best way to get boots on the ground feedback. Now, let me go a little deeper into the many ways that the freebies inside the group, or on your profile for that matter, the many ways that they're valuable. So first of all, they get you in conversations with prospects. So that's obvious, right? Second of all, the same freebie that gets you in a conversation with one person, even if it doesn't get you in a conversation with another person who took it, they're still being nurtured. And so if you had to really nail only one part of your group, which I don't recommend shooting for that, but if you did, then the freebies would be number one with a bullet. They would be hands down the single most powerful thing you can do to nurture people along in your group. Okay. There's nothing else that even comes close. And that's because, like I said, they get you in conversations with prospects. They nurture people who aren't ready to have conversations yet. And maybe equally as important to those things is they are instant and unbiased market feedback. Let me take a minute to explain that. When you ask for market feedback, in many cases, the feedback you get is going to be untrue because of the simple fact that you've asked for it. And that kind of shades the, or contorts or whatever, distorts, changes the quality of the feedback you get. But when you're using reciprocity, which is to say you're giving something for free, watching how people respond to it is true, unfiltered feedback. If a bunch of people respond, that means that thing presented that way is a valuable winner to your audience. So freebies do at least 3 important jobs. So you want to get these right. And again, I just said, remember, don't overthink, underthink. Well, I'm going to talk to you about how to make the freebies. And it's going to be so simple for some of you that you're going to have a tendency to want to overthink it. Please don't. So first, let's talk about how you deliver the freebies. There are any number of ways you can do this. The simplest is just simply on a Google Doc and or a video like the one you're watching here. If you do a video, I highly suggest you simulcast it or shoot it or somehow send it to YouTube. And the reason for that is you don't have to upload and download once it's on YouTube, and it saves you a tremendous amount of time. And all these little things you have to do to run your group create cognitive drag. And so you don't want to knowingly spend more time than you have to on anything while still maintaining high quality. So all that having been said, you can just simply write your freebies up on PDFs. You can do videos. And in this here, which is it's a freebie, but it goes along with, what you paid for, and it's helping you to create freebies. I'm going to do both. I'm going to have a very simple PDF, and I'm going to have this video. So let's get right into step one. Step one, you need to focus on one, not two, not three, not 1.5, not 1.1, one piece of what you do. Now, if it's mindset, it might be a morning routine or a chant or exercise or whatever it is. If it's fitness, you're going to be talking about, things like one element of nutrition, one element of proper weightlifting or exercise, one element of the sleep and recovery. But you've got to get good at breaking it into one thing at a time. Each freebie you make needs to solve one small problem. And those small problems should be only a fraction of your overall expertise. So that's it. One thing. And then I have to refer to my whiteboard over there. Okay. Once you've got one thing, you need to, again, underthink this. Don't overthink this, and take that one thing and turn it into just a punch list, a to-do list. Starting with the first thing people need to know, learn, understand about how to achieve what you promise, and just go stepwise. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, whatever. If you're new to this, I'd suggest once you create that, review it for simplicity and review it for cohesiveness, so that you're not accidentally getting into other parts of your expertise. And again, underthink this, if anything. Don't overthink it. And then I got to go back because I don't remember what the hell I wrote. Yes. So number 3 is, once you have your checklist, your to-do list, whatever, your start here, go here, go here, go here, review it and make sure it's as clear as you can make it, and make sure it's as actionable as you can make it. So one point of your expertise, break it down into a simple checklist of steps, review the steps to make sure that each one is as simple to understand and as actionable as possible. And just a note here, because people really get caught up on this, they wonder, should they give away everything or should they keep something behind the paywall? Let me tell you, you're only teaching one little piece of your expertise, so teach it. Don't get tricky. Don't, try to give them the what and the how and the why, but keep the how for later. Teach here. Give real value here. Because one of the things that's happening with freebies is reciprocity. And if you give people freebies that don't have value, they'll know. Okay? And you will be, instead of gaining their trust, you will be undermining their trust. So focus on one small specific deliverable, break it into a to-do list, review the to-do list for simplicity and clarity, pop it onto a video and or a PDF, and that's how you make a freebie.